of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God he created him. Male and female created he them, blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years. He begat a son in his own likeness, and in his image he called his name Seth. So he was 130 years old when Seth was born. In the days of Adam, after he had begotten Seth, were 800 years. He begat sons and daughters, and how many we don't know, but no doubt many in the 930 years that he lived, and no doubt was healthy and could bear children. Eve could, bear the children. Adam could produce the children over a long period of time. So we now have the line that we are interested in, the line of Seth. And we will be following the line of Seth on down to Noah here in chapter 5. Seth, at 105 years old, begat Enos, and he lived 912 years. Enos was 90 years old when he begat Canaan, and he lived to be 905 years. Canaan at 70 begat Mahalalel, and he lived 910 years. Mahalalel lived 65 years, and he begat Jared, but his total years were 895. And Jared begat Enoch, and Jared lived 962 years. And Enoch, when he was 65, begat Methuselah, another 300 years, and he was not, because God took him. Interesting story. What happened to him? Where did God take him? We don't know, but he walked with God, and he was not, because God took him. Methuselah, at 187 years of age. So you see, they had children. Here's 187 and still having kids. He begat Lamech, and he lived 969 years. You figure out the age of Methuselah and compare it with Noah and the age of the flood. Interesting to note that Methuselah died in the year of the flood. Did he die as the result of the flood? Don't know. But he died in the same year that the flood came. Now, interesting, as you sort of work on these ages, Adam was alive when Methuselah was alive. Adam lived up until the time of Methuselah. Methuselah was alive, of course, when Noah was alive. And he was a contemporary with Noah for many years. Noah was alive until the father of Abraham. Noah was still alive when Abraham's father was alive. So you don't really have too many generations to carry the story. Adam alive could have related the story unto Methuselah. Methuselah could have related the creation account in here in Genesis. Methuselah could have related the story to Noah. Noah could have related the story to the father of Abraham. And of course, then Abraham picks up the story, and the story is of Abraham in Genesis. So you don't have to cross too many, to get this story. It doesn't have to pass through too many people to get it to Noah and to Abraham. So it's sort of interesting when you start looking at the ages and so forth, and realizing how that they did cross over and lived at the same time, which of course would mean that Methuselah was probably not a very righteous man. And when God looked upon the earth and saw the evil, and we'll get it in chapter 6, Methuselah was a part of the world at that time, and God saw only Noah, the righteous man whom God delivered from the flood. So next week we'll get into the 6th chapter and move on as we deal with the flood of Noah and a lot of the aspects of that flood. Father, we thank you for, again, this record that you have given to us, that we can follow along these events and see the way that you are dealing with man, and watch the way, Lord, that progressively you deal with man, revealing your will, revealing your purposes as the years go by, more and more an understanding of your plan and of your purpose for mankind himself. And so, Lord, help us that we might fit into your plan and do those things which are pleasing and right in your sight. And Lord, thank you for the choice of the tree, that we have that choice tonight, the choice to come through the cross back into fellowship with you. And Lord, we pray that we might experience this week the glory, the blessings of knowing your presence, knowing your love, knowing your hand upon our lives, guiding us, Lord, into that life that is pleasing in your sight. Bless your people, Lord. Help us to shine forth as lights in this dark world in which we live. And as the world gets darker and darker, Lord, we realize that your coming is soon. And so may we be lights to this world, a city set on the hill which cannot be hid. Our lights shining forth, not hiding them, Lord, under a bushel basket, but, Lord, holding forth the light of your love and your truth to the world around us. We ask in Jesus' name, amen. Shall we stand? Pastors are down here at the front to pray for you tonight. Whatever the need might be, God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that you ask or think. So we would encourage you, as we're dismissed, come on forward and just spend some time allowing these men to minister to you the things of the Spirit. If you desire, you can go over to the fellowship hall where there'll be a time of worship and fellowship together, time of prayer. But may the Lord be with you now. May he go before you, bless you this week, cause you to abound in the love of Jesus Christ. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, in what you hear. May it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. God bless you.